Hi everyone, it's Lulu. How are you today? It's Saturday afternoon. We are having a very rainy, on and off, kind of rain, right? Not, but cloudy weekend, like, the beginning of fall here in the Chicago area. I'm here today to talk about skincare. Oh, let's all roll our eyes together. I'm not here to talk about products. I'm not here to talk about routines. I'm just here to say that, wow, it's a really hot subject, isn't it? We are being bombarded. There's information everywhere for all of us about everything, whether it's cooking, cars, cell phones, refrigerators. The internet has just exploded with so much wonderful information, and it has, given us new friendships on YouTube, on Facebook, and then there's groups, but well, anyway, sticking to the subject at hand, there's a lot of information out there on skincare. And like everything, technology is moving ahead. Think about, we used to have flip phones, and now we can literally do our work on our phones. And the same is happening in skincare. Technology is moving ahead because of computers. There's technology. Literally technology. They can find out so much more of a pace. Lucy, my redhead, is in here. She, if you don't know her, she's my English bulldog. Banks is sleeping elsewhere, but she's here gnawing on a bone, so I don't know if you can hear her or not. I am here only to remind you that it takes a lot of time for skincare to work. The older you are, especially. And I think that is so important because many of us chase product after product after product. Now, if you love using a variety of products because everything, you love going to very different restaurants, you always get a different flavor of ice cream, that's fine. But there's a lot who are sitting there going, why do I need all these? Well, I don't have time. I'm tired at night. In the morning, I've got to get going. I've got to get whatever, I've got to run here, run there, whether it's work, whether I've got to get to school, I've got kids, whatever it is, And I feel like it is just bombarding us. Skincare products are bombarding us. Words. And we listen: lactic acid, glycolic acid, hyaluronic acid, skin barriers, dermis, epidermis, dermal layer, sunscreen, SPF 50, SPF 100, mineral, chemical, physical, skin barrier. I mean, it goes on and on. This oil, that oil, this one penetrates, but lavender is irritating, but tea tree is good for acne, but no, there shouldn't be any fragrance in anything. And 2 steps for cleansing you need, and now I think there's something about 7 steps, and we're hearing about essences now, and toner. What again do I do with the toner, and how long do I have to wait in between steps? And I mean, I could go on and on and on. And now we're getting it, before it was, maybe if you read New Beauty magazine, or you whatever, you read particular magazines, and then we started getting into the shopping channels, and oh my goodness, there's information on those, whether they really don't give you information. They don't really talk about the ingredients. They don't talk about the percentages. They just keep telling you how good you're going to look. And they keep showing you these before and afters. They had to take 500 pictures to get that before, and another 600, and they had to use 20 different models so they could get you just the right angle. Infomercials. And now YouTube. Because we want information. We want to understand. And there are some really terrific products and ingredients, but it is about the ingredients, and it's about how much. It's like baking a cake. There's a reason you have to use X amount. I don't bake at all. Why did I use this as an example? I don't know, but I'm sure there's a reason you have to use so much butter with so much flour so the yeast has a chance, or is it sugar that makes it rise? I don't know. But if you bake, you know that baking can almost be a science. Like if you use too much, if it's too heavy, you're not going to get the nice airy texture. It's the same thing with skincare ingredients. If you don't have enough of something, it's not going to work. You're going to take it out of the oven and you're going to go, why? It's almost there, but not quite. It's the same, but they don't ever tell you the ingredients and how much is in there. And even sometimes when you email them or ask on their Facebook page, oh, we can't tell you. That's silly. And I do find that a lot of the smaller companies who kind of sell on the web, they're very honest, they'll call, they'll guide you, they'll talk to you. But again, it's not about that. It's simply about, it takes time, it takes patience. The older you are, the longer you are going to have to wait. And even if you wait 2 years, you may never get rid of those 11s without Botox. It's just a fact. And if you are trying to get rid of your age spots and you're not wearing sunscreen, you are a hamster on a wheel. You could work for, I'm going to say 7, 8, 9 months to lighten, that famous left side age spot from driving. 9, 10 months, it's a long time to really see a significant difference. You go stand in the sun without sunscreen for 15 minutes because you're watching somebody at a football game, baseball game, on the swings. You meet a friend in the parking lot. That age spot will be back within 2 weeks. And you're like 6, 7, 8 months of work down the drain. Sunscreen, sunscreen, sunscreen. So maybe that's what this is about. And we all know we should use it. I believe a very small percentage of us actually do. And I have a video from a little bit while back that talked about how much we need to use. I heard somebody say, well, I don't like applying that much, so I'll just use a higher one. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You don't get twice the protection. If you're at SPF 50 and you go to SPF 100, the math doesn't work like that. You don't get twice the protection. You get actually very, 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 very little extra protection. Like instead of 97% of the rays being blocked with a 50, 98% will be blocked. I don't know. I don't know the numbers, but that's what I'm saying is like the percentage is so small, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, I only want you to know that all these terms are confusing. I know we all don't like to do research, want to do research, have no idea what we need. Everyone else is going to tell you you can have it all. Everyone is going to tell you it works quick. Not everyone. It takes a lot of time, and you probably cannot have it all. You need to know, do I care about firmness? Do I care about hydration? Do I care about my age spots? Am I trying to get rid of fine lines? Am I working on acne? Am I trying to balance my oily skin? There are times you're simply going to have to use makeup to cover things up, to do what you'll learn how to contour or wait 2 years for a certain product to work. But there's a lot to be said about the smoke and mirrors and magical effects of using makeup correctly, and sometimes that's just easier. Don't give up, but know your priorities. Know that it's going to take a lot of time, and until then, use makeup to maybe camouflage some things, and pick your priorities. Pick what is important to you and work on that, because chances are, there are a lot of multitasking products and ingredients, but you don't need a bottle for brightening, a bottle for exfoliating, a bottle for firming, a bottle for lifting, I don't even know what else, a bottle for balancing, a bottle for acne. There are many multitasking ingredients, and you just don't need it all. And I know some of you are sitting and saying, Lulu, tell us what those are. I didn't do that research. That wasn't the intent of this video. It was more that every time you're about to buy a new product, think, and if you want to buy it, you're like one of those that, every time you go to a restaurant, you order something else, or different flavor ice cream, or, you change out your pillows every season, or your door, you like variety. Oh, go for it. I mean, I have tons of bottles. I have very durable, is that the word, durable skin? I have very durable skin. I don't break out or anything like that. But for some, you change things up too much and your skin will be screaming at you. Anyway, I've had fun. I'm glad I got a chance to talk to you. I hope to maybe do more videos and have more products, maybe more specific ingredients more so than products. But it is amazing to me. Just there is so much to learn. There's a lot of teachers. You can go do this very easily. If you know how to watch YouTube, you can certainly Google an ingredient and figure out what has it and what doesn't. And I hope this helps some of you feel like you don't need 20 bottles. You can have a simple skincare routine, stick with it, use your sunscreen, know what you want to fight, find the ingredients that fight it, try to find sites that are somewhat neutral, which is hard. A lot of them are very sneaky. And I'm going to wish you well. And if you have any questions, leave them below. I don't know that I'll be able to answer them. I'm no skincare guru. I just have noticed more and more in the last few months, I'm getting a little like, oh my goodness, there's so much out there. And then I see the questions and when should I, and I have to wait and I don't have to wait and how many steps? And I'm thinking to myself, no. A lot of great products out there. You don't need them all. Many of them do a lot of things. You don't need one for each problem you have. You take care. You have fun. I'm hearing something outside. It's raining though. You have a good week, and I will see you again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.